Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to Jason Gooner TV. It is me, himself, Jason Gooner. We're in the building. You know what time it is. EPL week, another one in the books. We are back to discuss all the matches, all the fixtures, go through the stats, talk about the games. Yeah, man. Definitely, as you check in, you don't know on YouTube, and the rules on YouTube are very simple. Like the video. As soon as you press the button, just like the video, like the video, like the video. That's the best thing you can do for the channel. So please do that. Consider as well sharing the content, please, because if you share it, more people will see it. More people see it, more people will like it. And yeah, it's a constant evolution. So we want everybody that tune in to be a part of it. And of course, if you're brand new to the channel, please do subscribe. If you want to talk on the channel tonight, you're going to have to. So yes, please do smash the subscribe button, get involved in the conversation. I see earlier on Gunner's boss already here to challenge hosts, jokers in the comments, their opinions and your guests. Yeah, that is good. The algorithm needs comments, so please get involved. Nigel Garden, big up yourself. I wish you had 3 devices so you could have equaled that comment right there. Drop 3 like on the video. Yes, people. So you don't know. Hopefully, your team got 3 points this weekend. If your team got 3 points this weekend, then you're feeling good about life. It's never the same when your team don't collect all 3 points on an EPL weekend. Sad to say, you see the jersey, you hear the name, you see the name, Jason Gooner, so you know I'm an Arsenal fan. So I am not feeling the best right now because my team did not get 3 points. And it's even worse because it happened with the team that we played. But we're going to go in order of the games like we do each and every week. I'm not going to jump around and go straight to the Arsenal game, which is probably a good thing. But first and foremost, people, let me do my job, share the video some more because I think I sent it to like a few places, but I need to really and truly send it some more. So let me put it in here as well. Yes, people, I hope you had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. I was busy, but yeah, it was good things, family things, taking care of things for the fam. So that was very good. We'll do it again next week, every day. Yeah, man. People will provide for them family. Give thanks. It's one of the most gratifying things you can do in life. So make sure you're doing what you need to do. Big up Chris Smith in the building. Big up namesake. What go on, bro? We're outside, you know. And yeah, tonight, basically what we want to do, we want to talk about the EPL games, because that's obviously why we have the show. We're going to definitely talk about the weekly standings. Everybody that takes part in the picks every week when we do the preview show, we have the results. So we're going to obviously show that to the people tonight. So we have the champion for the week, and we have the dreaded. You don't want to be these people. If you play the prediction game each and every week, you don't want to finish in this position. It's the worst position, and you are the donkey of the week. So we're going to reveal the champion and the donkey before the show is over. We're going to definitely check in with the FPL, see how that went this week. And then since it's a Monday night before, round of 16 Champions League games tomorrow and Wednesday, we're going to have a UCL prediction tonight as well. All right, people. So stick around for that. We're going to talk some UCL football, that is UEFA Champions League. Jagans, big up yourself in the building. Yeah, man, blessing up everyone. Chris Smith said, Jason Gooner, how the squad look for this month? Well, Chris Smith, glad you asked me that, because this week we're definitely going to do a reasoning time, or a few of them actually. We have a lot of things to talk about as far as the Jamaican football landscape is concerned. And number one on the priority list, people, is checking out the players for the Reggae Boys so that we can try to figure out who are the names that need to be in this squad coming up. We know we are not coaches, so before all the people in beat as the YouTube coach them, it's still something that I think is good to have with the fan base, people that are interested in the team, somebody that definitely takes the time to track a lot of these players. yeah, I think it's good to have the discussion, have the conversation. Chris Smith said Russell, Hayden, and DJ should be there. What do you think? Let me see those three players: Russell, Hayden, and DJ. Yes, I would agree with all three of those. Hot chili, is it this week? No, I don't think it's this week, because the game is the 21st. Typically, you get it like, 5 days, 6 days before, something like that. So I would say more like the 15th, which, well, damn, that is this week. Yeah, so it should be sometime this week then. 'Cause it can't be too close to the 21st. Bless up, Chile. Maggie should not get a call up. What do you think? Yeah, I don't think if he gets called up, I don't know what it would be on the basis of, because I don't think he's really lighting it up in the Premier League in Jamaica. So yeah, I would say no, Chris. There's a lot more players. International break needed ASAP. Yeah, I think everybody. I would love one. Sleeping, they might as well say them a dream. Them, I don't know what them do. Man, it's starring up League One right now. No matter what them say going on, not them, but what is going around is that him having issues with the team and the fans and all kind of things, but it's not translating on the pitch because he's producing a lot. All right, people. So we're now hit your show. We have a lot of things to get through. So let's go right to the stats Bible. Sofa score. Big up to Sofa score. So we have the first matchup of the week, and Hot Chili want an international break because this is his side, Manchester City. They lost 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. Callum Hudson-Odoi getting the goal there. And it was amazing because to that point, before that shot by Hudson-Odoi, Ederson was playing more like the Ederson from a few, of the earlier years. Because, we have seen mistakes creep into Ederson's game for like a few seasons now, if we're being honest. So, but in this game, for most of the game, he was looking like his older self. But in the end, Hudson-Odoi beat him at the near post. I thought it was just really bad positioning on the play. I mean, when you look back at that goal and you see the amount of space between the near post and him from the angle where Hudson-Odoi was coming from, to me, the positioning was poor. They would call up Dixon that can't make a League One bench over Mothersill. Yeah, easily. And as far as I know, well, I don't know for a fact, but I mean, I think we're going to talk about that and speculate on that. But yeah, bro, Ederson, I don't know, man. I don't know how you feel about the goal, but the conceding of that goal in particular. But I feel like the positioning was way off. Like he wasn't covering the post enough. All right, this was the stats for the game. To be expected, honestly, because Nottingham Forest really and truly, it seems as if they would rather not have the ball for a majority because they really want the other team to, basically all be in their half when they win that football, and then they make you pay for that. So 69% to 31%. If Duke was here, he would have wide that for sure. 0.86 to 0.73. That was the expected goal. So, not like City had, a bunch this dominating gameplay where they were getting chances here and there and everywhere. It was a tight game. The way how Nuno set up the team, I thought was really smart because basically he clogged the midfield, but he set them up in a way where the wings were also well covered when they rotated to one side or the other. So yeah, it was he just kept the team very compact. At times when the ball was on, like say, the right side of the field, the whole Forest team basically, in between the width of the goal and to the wing, like everybody just compact, barely any half space to get into. So they really forced City to try different ways to get chances and create chances. And I think the fullbacks on the day for Forest, they made sure that whenever they got into those one-on-ones, they stood up pretty well. And it was rare when they got one-on-ones because the team was so compact. But when in the rare times when it did happen, Aina and Williams did their job good. So Forest just had a really good game plan. They carried it out. They have the players for the game plan as well. The likes of Elanga, Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs White, and the driving two channels, and then Chris Wood can hold up the ball. So, very, very good setup for the team that he has. And that's something that you have to say about Nuno. Like, he has the players that he has, and a lot of coaches might have better players, player for player, but he's figured out a system that really works with the players that he has. And you have to give him credit for that. And it's the reason why they're where they are in the league. Manchester City now, I don't know if anybody else feels this, but it's feeling a little bit like Pep. I don't know, has it gotten stale? Because at one point in the season, I was saying, okay, it's Rodri. Rodri not there, so them can't do what they need to do. And in a way, it's still that kind of. But even, with the addition of Gonzalez, who I think has, made a difference in terms of his presence, at least in the midfield, and just somebody that can actually be the anchor right there, not really so focused on driving forward that much, which is fine because they have enough forward power. And I thought even in this game, when he took off Nico Gonzalez, it started to look more like what we saw from City earlier in the season, when they don't really have a quote-unquote CDM in the game for the way that they like to play. So I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but in the game, I thought that sub wasn't a good one for City. I know he was on the yellow card, so maybe he was thinking about that, which really, he took off Nunes and Gonzalez, I want to say, at the same time. And I think they were both on yellow cards. So maybe he was just thinking, I don't want to go down to 10 men. I don't want to go down to 10 men. And maybe he's knowing that as the game wears and the legs go a little bit more, those counter chances from Forest probably going to increase. So they're going to get in situations where, But yeah, Chile agrees with me. He said, as soon as Nico went off, bro, the headache started. Yeah, I saw that too. But I think he was kind of knowing that the game was going to become more of a track meet as the team progressively got more tired, because you just can't cover as much ground as fast later in the game. And I think Nottingham Forest, because they're the ones not really necessarily chasing, because he set them up to not chase. He set them up to just make sure that they moved in packs. And they just did a really good job staying disciplined with that. If you look at how they pressed the whole game, it was always synchronized with everybody else. So yeah, if you're a coach or whatever, and you want to find a way to limit a team from doing things against you, especially if they like to play in between the lines like City, look at how Nottingham Forest defended against City in this game. It was like a masterclass. One positive, Kusanov. Ederson robbed him of a clean sheet. Yeah, Kusanov playing really well. For him to start the way he did, and then turn it around for such a young guy and thing, it does bode well for his career. I think he has talent. Maybe he's not the biggest, most imposing, but he's definitely very, very athletic. What I list him as 6'1". Yes, I would give him about 5'11", 6 foot probably. He's only 21, but I think eventually he probably can become what Pep plays as a right back. I think Pep has had the most success, at least in Europe, when he had that 4 central defender system. And I feel like once they're all healthy, Kusanov easily slides to the right side. Vardial can get more freedom again, because I think now the way they play with Nunes, Vardial is forced to defend more, which I think most people can see. Maybe he's not the greatest defender, but he definitely have talent and he's very technical. So you can use him because he'll score goals and he'll create goals if he's attacking. But I think he has shown this season with the defending that he is prone to mistakes, even though he had a good game in this game. Bless up RR, walk on. Yeah, man, you'll never walk alone. Well, I mean, there's no rebuttal to that right now, right? I mean, they are the best right now. Cranky Live, big up yourself, people. If you don't or you haven't, yeah, man, check out Cranky Live. Drop a subscription over there. I guess he's not doing a show tonight. He's more of a a viewer. He's a viewer tonight. I be doing one thing, people. I feel like I watch too much YouTube, honestly, because I don't know. I just watch it like I watch all the shows, but a lot of the people in the comment section and watch all the shows too. So we have the same problem. Oh, well, I don't know if it's a problem. Some would say it's a problem, probably. But yeah, I thought Nottingham Forest, they it's hard to say like they deserve to win, but I think just the way they executed their game plan, they deserve something out of the game. And they were able to get it to the Hudson Odoi finish. But let's just take a look at the stats real quick before we go away. 14 shots to 9 in favor of City. Both keepers made 3 saves. Forest had one more corner. The passing discrepancy, obviously, great. 609 attempted passes to only 261. Both teams almost even in tackles, yellow cards, pretty close as well. Shots on target, though, Forest had 4 and City 3. So, more shots, but the shots on target, the ones that the keeper was forced to do something with, one more of those for Forest, and that proved to be the winning goal. Both teams hit the woodwork one time. Let's see, touches in the area, 24 to 18. So even with all that possession, they limited them to only 24 touches in the penalty area. So that should show you, they kept them at arm's length for most of the game. Final third entries, very close as well. Look at that, 56 to 50. So, yeah, I mean, Nottingham Forest have mastered, that setup, that playing, Rudolph Speed would call it playing in transition, not counter attack. So they are, speed. You can watch them play. Watch how Forest play. That's a nice template for a result against Inter Miami on Thursday, Ground duels. City was dominant, but Forest in the air was better. Yeah, man. It was a good game though. Good game though. One error leading to the goal. So City doing what they have been doing this year, and that's create some of their own problems. And like I said, Nottingham Forest just had a really good game plan. Sells is a tough goalkeeper to beat. He's I think he's Belgian, right? Yeah, so I mean he should be in line to keep for Belgium based on how he's been playing this year. I mean, I know obviously they still have Courtois, so if he's fit, it's like very tough. But we'll see how the season end off. I mean, if Courtois end up winning the Champions League with Real Madrid, then clearly he should start. But this is a good backup to have for your country because he's definitely a good keeper. But yeah, man, City, don't know. I don't know where City gonna end up. I mean, at one point I was thinking Arsenal might finish fourth because Forest proved that they're gonna stick around. City was looking like they were, gonna go on a little run at some point. And Newcastle is lurking. Chelsea. I don't really trust Chelsea. I think Newcastle, Forest, and City would be the teams that I'd be really worried about for us to even finish in the top 4. Because right now the season in the Premier League is kind of sputtering out. So yeah, working on a non-football video. Okay. Yeah, I know you're expanding your. Well, you always said you wanted to do more than just the sport. So yeah, man. Hopefully, I can catch that one. True, because without Walker at right back, Vardiol is forced to play as a third CB in the build-up. Meanwhile, Nunes goes forward. Exactly. I think that's an issue right now for the team at Chile. You would want Vardiol to be the one pushing forward. So it's really the injuries causing it. I mean, but what about like the kid Reyes? Him can't play. Vitor Reyes, because he's like a centre back. So you play him, Kusanov. I guess it's too much youth, but you have Diaz right there. So I mean, I don't know. Who would you buy from Forest for Arsenal setup? I was asked this question the other day, and the obvious one would be Chris Wood, right? Because he's the striker, and that's what we need. But I would probably say for what I want, because I want a different striker from Chris Wood from Forest. Zine, I want something better than that. No disrespect to Chris, but I would say it's one of two players. I would want either Gibbs White or Callum Hudson-Odoi actually. And I know the Callum Hudson-Odoi one is probably one that people say, why? Like he was already at Chelsea, it never really worked out, and maybe Forest is just a place that him can thrive because maybe the expectation is different and all these things. But I just think there's a player in there that is really good, and maybe I've always thought he was really good. And I don't know, I thought he just had some injury issues and stuff at Chelsea and it never quite get there for him at Chelsea. But, I look at Chelsea now and I'm thinking if Hudson-Odoi was in that team, you would get a whole bunch of minutes, So, I don't know. But yeah, Gibbs White probably would be the first that I would want because I think that we need another creative player in the midfield. And if we're not going to get that from Gibbs White, then I would take the left wing option for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Courtois back in Belgium team, he might be the starter. Yeah, he will be. Arsenal good, man, and I did with laugh. Low my team. We're higher than you in the league right now. And we're still in the Champions League. Jordan Hyman, big up yourself. Yeah, man, big up Jordan. Them need you right now in Arsenal back office. You pass your IQ test. Yeah, bro. I mean, that's how me see it still. I mean, there's some defenders too that are good, but boy, I was full of defenders. So till now, buy no more defender right now. I have so many defenders. If Japanese ever forward back again, how much defender that? Every week, I look on the bench and at 5 left back, me see. I'm like, geez. While I turn midfielder to left back. Yeah, it'll be one Skull, Big up Skull. All right, so that's the Forest City game, people. As I said, good game. Masterclass tactically by Nuno. Some might say it's negative and all these things, but the man see who him playing against him, know what him up to, and him forward with a strategy that was just perfect. I mean, I wouldn't say perfect. He needed his goalkeeper. He needed some crucial blocks from his defense and things like that. But that's what you're going to need if you're going to play this type of game. So, kudos to them, man. 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. I don't think did anyone. So, Float Management and myself were the only two that thought that Forest was going to win the game. Everybody else went for a City win. So, I was feeling good about my picks for the week, people, until the rest of the game then play. The next one, Brighton Fulham. This game, I actually went for a draw in this game. And it was heading that way until a penalty. And it was a penalty. You couldn't say it wasn't. I think, was it Burn Leno? Yeah, Burn Leno fouling Pedro. And Pedro stepped up to convert it. It was in the 90+8. So, yeah, man, at the death, this one happened. Jimenez scored a really nice goal in the first half. I think it was Iwobi played it across. He took it on his chest, calmly slotted it in. He's really looking like, the Jimenez from, definitely before he had that massive injury with David Luiz. But yeah, he's looking definitely back on form. And we saw it even when the last time he was in the international window with Mexico as well. Van Hecke got a goal as well in this one. He's been having a good season this year. Saw him playing for the Netherlands last window, so he's moving up in the international world. But yeah, Fulham, definitely, I think, dealing with some issues as far as injuries. We've seen the likes of Willian and Sessegnon getting games lately, players that we hadn't seen before. Reece Nelson is out, Harry Wilson is out, Traore wasn't in the squad either. So a lot of their attacking options just not available to them. And I think that did hinder them in this game. The ones who were around though, it will be Jimenez, Pereira. I thought they played decent. Smith Rowe didn't do enough for me in the game. But yeah, it's a tough one because Fulham, I think with all their pieces, they're really dangerous, but they're one of those teams just don't have the resources probably to shore up all the areas, And I think that's a part of what's holding them back in their form in the league right now. And then on the other side now, Brighton, I think with their resources, they have found ways to stock their squad because Diego Gomez they picked up from, I think he came from Inter Miami, sorry. He's a good player. Solly Marsh was banging in goals and assists before his last injury, so he's a quality player. Welbeck, getting up there, but still good. Adingra last year was the breakout. He can't even play much this year, so Brighton is just a team that it's like they have a conveyor belt, and whoever their scouts are, they are really top because they're always finding players. This kid Ayari, talent. Baliba, talent. All these players probably going to go for money. Ruta, I was surprised that they went for him, but he's playing better this season. I was never really that impressed the last time I saw him in the Premier League. But this time, he's fitting in very well. And Minte has basically become a dinger, Minte, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say he was playing under the same coach, maybe. Where is this thing? Hold on there, people. Oh, he was at Feyenoord. So I think he was playing for Slot then. Yeah, so he's breaking it only 20. So him going to go for money as well. So their model is incredible and they know how to work with it. It's impressive what Brighton is able to do. So top scouting, even the coach that they got. Bless up, Sean. What go on? Yo, I know you cheer for your side Cavalier Thursday, Richters and Stein and the Surinamese and the Jamaican link up. Big up yourself, Sean. Hope all is well, bro. Pep fail, Arteta fail, Jaja. No. Yo, Pep I try so hard for be Arteta. Arteta I try so hard for be Pep. Even when Pep do nothing anymore, I follow him and don't do nothing too. Arsenal signs LB for 50 million plus add-ons. Yo, bro, I swear. You see me forward on the show in some different gears. At that, may I tell you, if I buy one more left back, Arsenal a joke team, Bridget. Sean, after me I big you up and I bless up your family, the first comment after that they make a Arsenal a joke team is a wicked in a youth. Red Skull. Which team you support? Sean, yo, that's true, I don't even know what team Sean support. I think Sean supports City still. I think. Big up Jason and subscribers get beat up this week. Yo, it happens to the best of us, Pristine. Big up yourself, though. Big up and thanks for the membership, too. I just appreciate you as a member. Thank you so much for that. Championship and Champion League, you never walk alone, actually. All right. I could say, yo, predictions for UCL this week, You had one job, win the match for my predictions. No, they couldn't do it, bro. I went for the draw. And I feel good, Yo, I'm ready for put my little check mark by my score, even though I never get the right score. But it's a 2-2, and it was 1-1 till this idiot got give it the penalty. And me, I blame Leonard, but I don't even think it was Leonard. It was this clown. Yeah, man. Harrison Reed, man. I him stick out him foot like a real crap. $40 million and he a centre back. Oh, Red Skull says not a left back. Make we see the second leg versus PSG. Me expect on for window. Yeah. The second leg is but Anfield, bro. Them can't do nothing at Anfield. You mad? Who from Fulham you would pick to fit in Arsenal? Okay, I drop the who from every side question. I like it still. To be totally honest, probably, honestly, probably the Brazilian striker, Muniz, out of everybody on this team. And the only reason I'm not take Robinson is because, brother, you hear what we talk about. We have 700 left back. So Robinson is a baller and thing, but we have 700 left back. And we need strikers. So Rodrigo Muniz, final answer. And we're already going to get back Reese. So, even though he probably will get sold. Skull said the left back. Why, man, I tell you. Okay, Real Madrid in sliced bread. Okay, mad. I mean it not in a bad way, but like City is half and Arteta have a chance, makes like come in and win it. I'm not joke that, bro. Let's be honest. Yeah. No, it's true. Liverpool gone with the thing. We haven't been good enough. Too much draw, too much loss in game. Like we're just not good enough right now. So it go. Actually, LFC have luck in UCL, good and bad. I know I don't understand 2005. Yeah, that was a mad game. 2-0 halftime, and then one of them slap them. Knowing Arsenal, the CB probably joins and start playing left back. Don't. I will buy a striker and him play. No, I'm not buying a striker. What I'm talking about. Yes, Stein and Richter's the Suriname duo. Richter's are called up for the upcoming window. Stein could make history in Miami, but VAR killed it. Yeah. A lot of people upset with that call, but the laws of the game, the way them read to me, it was actually a good call. You might disagree, but Arteta would rather have Robinson. Yeah, he probably would, to be honest. So I can do so many things. He can invert everything, outvert, extrovert, every vert. But yeah, 2-1 to Brighton in this one. Good game. I was hoping that the game would just stay a draw because, selfishly. But they had the higher expected goals. They created the more big chances. They definitely could have won the game, and they did. But they had to wait very late, right at the death. I didn't watch most of this game, but I remember because the injury time was so long, this game was still going. So I watched the end of this game. So I saw the penalty incident and the penalty and everything, and obviously saw the goals, how they scored. But I didn't watch all of this game, and I didn't go back and watch it. This wasn't one of the games that I watched after. So Brighton and Fulham 2-1. And then bust my ticket like right at the end star. Joao Pedro. Want to do it now after my dash him in every league. Kind was injured and everything. Now the man start doing thing against star. Anyway, Crystal Palace versus Ipswich. I think most of us Duke went for a draw. Yes, but most of us went for a Crystal Palace win, and Ismail Assar kept on scoring. He's been scoring a lot lately, to be honest. But Dean Henderson doing his thing. Somewhere, my cousin Nick is very happy because he always used to say that this guy is a top keeper, when he used to get injured all the time, and that one season when he played for United a whole bunch of times, he kept saying that he was a good keeper, but I was always kind of hating on that. But to be honest, given this sample size now, couple seasons, yeah, he's a good keeper for sure. He's a good keeper. Adam Wharton, though. Bro, RR, you have to ask the question. See who more from the side there. Him. 6 keepers. Me jumbo. Yeah, man. I bet you, two should I put him right in that team. Watch. Is not going with nothing. And Katie not going with nothing. Yo, Mateta though. Jeez, need a striker. I'm rate Mateta, you know. Damn, it's a tough one. It's between Warden and Mateta. One of them two. Arsenal only lose 3 matches in 29 games. Chelsea spent 1.3 billion and couldn't be consistent. Big up 1-1. What go on, bro? Miss Melina, big up yourself. Thanks for tuning in. If you don't know Miss Melina, she reached a milestone the other day. I saw her streaming. I forget how much numbers of followers, but big up yourself on reaching that milestone, Miss Melina. We want to bless up everybody. Long time I tell you about the youth from last year before him injury and during the injury times. Yeah, man. Skull, that one thing. You always I talk about Adam Wharton. Yeah, man. Always. Yeah, Chile, I bless up everybody. Bless up one. Yeah, so my bad people. I'll just dash on myself. Alright, let me get this back on screen. So Crystal Palace, Ipswich Town. That was another fixture, 1-0. This one, Ismail Assar scoring this goal late as well. Ipswich Town played well actually in this game, created a bunch of chances, half chances, but Henderson was on point. Just stopped everything that came his way, and Crystal Palace was able to get the 3 points at Selhurst. But yeah, the stats. Crystal Palace, a whole bunch of expected goals, both teams creating numerous chances, but just good goalkeeping and some sloppy finishing really was the story of this game for it to just end 1-0. When you look at the shots on target, Ipswich had 8, only 4 to Crystal Palace. Both teams missing 4 big chances each. Crazy numbers. Final third entry is very close. So yeah, this was one of the better displays football-wise for Ipswich, I would think. Both teams, had some errors in the defense. So this is another one, people, that I didn't get a chance to watch much of. But I did, obviously see the highlights of the game, but didn't watch the full match. It was a little tough to watch all the games this week, or most of them. But here's one that I did watch. This was Liverpool and Southampton. This one ended 3-1, as you can see, with Southampton taking a shock lead right before halftime. But Liverpool, doing what they do normally, answered very quickly in the second half with goals in the 51st and 55th. And then they got the penalty late, which was converted by Mohamed Salah for his second goal of the game. So, he had 2 pens. Sorry. So, yeah, 3-1 to Liverpool. I said from last week the title was pretty much done, but even more of a gap now between Liverpool and second place Arsenal. And yeah, Arne Slot looks like he's going to come to the Premier League from the Dutch League and win the Premier League in his first season. So I don't know if that's the first time that would ever happen, but I don't know. Somebody can let me know. Did Mourinho win in his first year at Chelsea? But yeah, this one, Trent and Salah. Salah was a little quiet. Scored the 2 penalties. He still did his thing. But Diaz and Trent, yeah, Diaz and Trent play really good. Trent was balling in this game. Yeah, he was balling. But yeah, Liverpool cruising. Obviously, I don't think anybody went for anything other than a win except for Red Skull. Red Skull. I always say Liverpool are gonna draw. Um, but everybody else pretty much went for Liverpool. And at Anfield, I was never thinking anything crazy was going to happen. Even when they scored at the end of the first half, it's just like just delaying the inevitable. So Liverpool did what they have to do, whole serve, winning 3-1 against Southampton. Southampton, tried, but the quality is just not enough. I mean, Liverpool had a whole bunch of expected goals, created a whole bunch of big chances. Um, Ramsdale made like 100 saves. I mean, he conceded 3 goals, and he probably, I knew he would have a high rating, 7.3. So, that should tell you he was very busy. 4 saves. Something on my eye star. But yeah, Ramsdale did his thing. But it wasn't enough people. 3-1. Nunes even scored a goal, so it was Liverpool there. I see there Robertson, McAllister, Elliot, Jota all came on. Slot made a concerted effort to try to, keep the minutes down for some players. So Soboslai switched out for McAllister. Definitely Slot is thinking about the game on Thursday. He said all he was saying about all kind of things before the game that, nothing that he's gonna do has anything to do with the PSG game and blah blah blah. But come on, you're not fooling anybody. So yeah, he did a good job with that. Even Gravenberch, who him barely ever take off, came off. And that was that. So Lani can make 6 sub in the Premier League now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't know that. Wow. I know. Oh, it's because they had a concussion sub. So you're allowed to match the amount of subs that they make. Learn something today, people. So yeah, Liverpool got it done, people. 3-1. I mean, what are you going to say? They earned it. They did it. Agreed. Oh, thank you, Miss Melina. I appreciate that. I don't want to need the Arsenal system. See why Pep and Arteta try signing him. Yeah, he's a good baller, man. Very good baller. Now Real Madrid I try sign him. Did want him join Arsenal. Chano. Madrid. Cha. Did Jason review the Arsenal game already? No, not yet. Not yet. When I read Sunday yet. Still in a Saturday. Marino did it first. I don't remember, but it didn't take 7 years. I know that. Facts. That's what I thought, but couldn't remember for sure. Oh, Mourinho did it first. Okay. Yeah, that's why I asked about Mourinho, because I thought it was him. He was shit in the last game, but he's a decent player. Who was shit? Warren was shit in the last game that they played? I don't think so. Or maybe it's not Warren you're talking. All right, Aston Villa, Brentford. Ali Watkins getting the goal here against Brentford. This game, I don't know. What? So people, tell me first. What were your thoughts on this game? Anybody that watched it, the Brentford versus Aston Villa game. This is the stats for the players in the game. Tielemans, as you can see, got the player of the match based on the statistics. He's having a really good season, to be honest. No Martinez in goal. Olsen played. Flecken had a good performance as usual. Mbeumo been a little quiet lately on the goals and assists. Damsgaard been the one supplying most of the creativity. Pinnock got a start. He's been that's 3 in a row now, 2 in a row now, I think, for Pinnock. Let me check. See the injury period all through December, Jan. For the last few games. Yeah, halftime he came on. So 3 starts in a row. Averaging right about a 7. So that's good signs. One baller. one favorite baller, these people. Ethan Rupert. Big Eve. That man said Rupert another nickname. Big Eve. Or Big E. Or E. Or Eve. Yeah, so Ali Watkins got this goal in this one, people. Always coming up with the goals is Ali. Jacob Ramsey was the supplier this time. As you can see, Bailey only played 45 minutes. Came off. So he should be rested for the UCL game. Wonder if he'll start. I think it'll be a similar situation to like the first leg where in my brain I'm thinking, okay, I don't think it's gonna be Asensio, Bailey, and Rashford. I think one of those 3 going bench. The question is, will Bailey be the one? Bailey was the only one that started the last time. But, I don't know if that's what he's thinking or it's just a situational thing. Yeah, Asensio wasn't even in the team this last game. So, maybe he's picked up a knock or something. Not sure. Marlon is back though. He wasn't there last week. Or no, Marlon wasn't even put in the Champions League squad. That's crazy. Yo. Man, them not even put Marlon in the Champions League squad, yo. That's mad. That's not crazy to anybody else that Marlon never get put in the Champions League squad. Oh, Wharton was shit. In the second half, his passing was horrible. Okay, in the second half. Okay. Both teams were even. Watkins just lucky. Good, Pinnock is back starting. Not good for Brentford, but good for us. He has been horrible. Big E for idiot baller. No, I'm just joking. No, we know. You go really far sometimes, Yo. 1-1 harsh. 1-1 harsh on all the ball of them. But you see, ever since 1-1 and JD have the beef about, not even beef, but have the conversation about Pinnock. Yeah, man, really turn on him eagle eye now for take it in and see what I go on. So yeah, Aston Villa got that win 1-0. Bailey, as I said, never really played the best, but we will look at Bailey and Pinnock stats in detail when we do the Reggae Boy show coming up this week. Wolves and Everton, because I want to get through, because I want to talk about the Champions League too. All right, Wolves and Everton. This was a game that ended at 1-1. Both goals scored late in the first half. Jack Harrison and Monetsi, the new signing, getting the goals there. I thought in the second half, Wolves did a good job. And I think both halves, I thought Wolves played well. I thought, really what was missing from the whole equation was just the brilliance of Cunha to just finish off some of the plays. Beto been on form lately, but this was not a good display. Missed 2 big chances. I know one of them, I think his body positioning just wasn't right, so he couldn't quite execute the finish that he wanted to. Saw had a good game, kept him out a couple times. Pickford was decent as well. Um, but I thought, Andre got the player of the game, and I thought that's like one of the truest things because I don't know, he just was really good winning the ball back for Wolves and keeping things ticking, playing out of pressure, picking the right time to play the outlet, when to keep it. He just was really smart in the midfield, I thought. Strand Larson kind of struggled. You can see that he's been out recently with injury and stuff. I mean, he's not normally the most clean, polished player, but it was even worse on this occasion because you could tell he just was a bit rusty. I thought Sarabia did well. I don't understand how in this Wolves team Sarabia don't play more. Like even under the last manager, he wasn't really playing, man. I'm like, bro, this guy is so technical. Just put him on the field, let him pick a pass one and few times. He was really good in the second half. Huang has fallen off a cliff. He was looking like he would be decent up to last season. I don't know what happened to him. They have no confidence. And Guedes is just a speed merchant, I think. I never really rated him. But Everton now, I think they're missing NDI big time. If the core and Better don't have good games without NDI in the equation, I think is a problem. Harrison is a worker bee. He can give you a goal every now and again, but not going to give you consistent, quality, I don't think. Lindstrom, young player, can see him have some technical ability for sure. He's one that I'll be, keep looking at because I think he has a bit of a good future. I'm pretty sure he's young. Let me see how old he is. Oh, he's actually 25. Damn, thought he was younger than that. But yeah, he's a decent player. Danish. Tarkowski. Yo, if you're an England manager, you'd ever pick Tarkowski? Wolves manager is not good. He's killing the team with his dumb formation. Two in midfield is not it. Bellegarde drifted off the wing into the 10 twice in the first half. One led to the goal. Yeah, I think like how the graphic is on the screen is kind of how I think him playing, and him want one of those two to like pick up a more central position to make up the numbers in the midfield. And and honestly, Eight Nori plays kind of narrow too. So it just depends on the application. But I agree with you. If the plan is to just have those two guys in midfield, they're great. They're very good workers, hard workers, but you're always gonna have issues. I think the only reason why I never get exploited in this game is because Everton midfield ain't the most imposing, especially if the core are not playing good. And he didn't play badly, but when the core play good, it's a problem. But I think NDI not playing is hurting Everton, man. Took out a lot of the momentum that they had. They should just start this boy Alcaraz and done, because he might at least give you something. But yeah, this one ended 1-1. Was missing Cunha, man. Cunha should have been there, but he lost his head. That's all I can say about that. One of the worst red cards I have seen. Chelsea, Leicester. This game was Sunday morning, right? Pretty sure this was Sunday morning, yeah. This one ended 1-0. Cole Palmer getting a penalty, couldn't convert it. I think it was the first time in his Premier League career that he didn't score a penalty. So yeah. Then the coach couldn't see that the two times he drifted into the 10 caused dangerous moments and stay with two in midfield like it's 1966. As I said, it looked to me like in those times when Bellegarde drifted wide, like Eight Nori went narrow. So he was just I think the problem was they almost had too much freedom. because he was just basically trying to tell. I don't know if he told them this, but it looked like they were just making up for positions that their teammates were taking up. But the problem is when you do that too much now in transition, it's an issue. Because you might not be, your starting position from where you were when you were attacking is not where you need to be when you're transitioning to defense. So it can get crossed up sometimes. It depends on a dumb coach playing shit formation. Just pick one in the 10 and two up front. The only time anything happened was when Belgrade, the Portuguese winger, drifted inside. I definitely understand what you're saying for sure. So Chelsea and Leicester, 1-0. Bobby never get no game. Oh no, he did come on late. 83rd minute. But yeah, he switched it up. Van Nistelrooy went with the back three. Justin and Christensen as kind of the wing backs. Somari and Ndidi, El Canus and Daka. Didn't understand how he decided to play Daka. I think you have Buonanotte on the bench. You have Bobby Reed on the bench. You have Mavididi on the bench. Like, just make way more sense to me than playing Daka, because Daka was truly not playing striker with Vardy. He was playing, kind of off the striker. And I just don't see Daka as that type of player, none at all, personally. Chelsea, though, another game without Jackson. And to me, them need Jackson, bro. Them need Nico Jackson because him kind of put everything together for them in terms of the attacking side of things. In the end, they needed a brilliant goal from Cucurella to get it done. Very good shot from Cucurella, and have to give him his credit there. Some would say the keeper was a bit slow, but I think Hermansen is a quality keeper, and I would just have to say it was just well struck, well placed. I mean, it definitely was as close as you can come to without hitting the crossbar and going in, or the post and going in, sorry. So I have to just give him credit. It was a good shot. Big news for Chelsea fans, I would think, for Fana starting playing, a little over 70 minutes, getting some minutes under his belt after a long injury. So that was good. And as I said before, Palmer, for the first time in his Premier League career, getting a penalty saved or missing a penalty. He was saved by Hermansen, went the wrong way, went the right way, sorry, and got his hand to it and tipped it around the post. So that was a big play. I think I remember the commentator literally was saying, like, he's never missed, and so as soon as he missed, my father was a big Chelsea fan. The man say, yo, the commentator go with the baller star, cause but he never say baller, he say something else. I'm vexed with him right now. Cole Palmer defrosted. They could not pass the ball forward except for the few times when the wingers drifted into the 10. Yeah. Yo, at one point, Gomez and Andre and the whole of the defender them to start pass the ball to them one another, bro. And one team going forward. Just need minutes for Bobby because Leicester relegated anyways. Yeah, that's true. Them don't have a chance. Bless up, BM. What go on? Yeah, man, the FIFA rule is a thing, man. Bro, BM, I was you on a stream. Devon Porter even did say what I'm saying is right, because I was basically telling Devon Porter he was wrong. And then because he was so adamant that I was wrong, I said, you know what? Let me like actually research this for myself, because I was kind of taking the rule from hearing someone else speak about it. Right? So I was like, you know what? Let me be the bigger person. And when I was done having the debate about it, I went to search everything up, and I found that rule where once the person, even if they've played 3 games, once they wait 3 years, if they're no older than like 21 or whatever the case is, you can make the application for the one-time switch to another national team. So yeah, all the teams playing 2 in midfield are performing horribly. Southampton been doing it all season. They didn't against Liverpool. They played 3 and did a piece better. It's simple math. Yeah, definitely did better. Wait, Chelsea play Arsenal next, North London. Let's go. Arteta masterclass needed. Yo, so we're going to play 7 left back. it's the whole like if you play for a country, because at one point it was like as long as you're under 21 and you don't go over 3 caps, right? Or over 2 caps. So once you don't make a third cap. And Emil Smith Rowe played 2 Euro games when he was 21, Euro qualifiers, and 1 friendly. But he basically was like still 21 at the time or something. So the way the thing is worded is like, as long as you're not older than 21 and your last cap was no less than 3 years before, you can apply for a one-time switch. Now, 3 years after his last cap for Smith Rowe, who we're talking about, would be March 2025. So, yeah. So hopefully that kind of explains a little bit for you one. So this was the stats from this game, people. Chelsea dominated in the expected goals, 1.78. Got a penalty. One big chance was the penalty, right? But they had 7 shots on target as well. No big chances created by Leicester. Only 4 touches in the area. So this was very, like if Maresca was drawing up a game, he probably would have used this because they did have a lot of control in the game. Barely any, 0.10 expected goals for the game. That's like, that's one of the lowest you're going to see. So Maresca, I'm sure, pleased with this performance. Even after the game, maybe he was so happy because it was Leicester and he used to manage there, I guess. But he was embracing with his technical staff like this win meant a whole lot to him or something. But I think he was just pleased with the way it went because, as you can see in the attack momentum, heavily towards the top, which is Chelsea. Look at the stats themselves. The expected goals is one of the most, I would say it's one of the most telling metrics in all our stats because it just basically tell you which team was more likely to score and how many goals. And 0.10 again, that is difficult to have so low after 90 minutes. So Chelsea got it done, and they needed that win. They've been really struggling in the Premier League, but they got the win this time. Now, this game, people, Tottenham Bournemouth, this game looked like it was another everybody have to go watch Expressions Day because Tottenham looked like they were dead. But Pap Matessar, I don't care what you're telling me, he was crossing the ball, it ended up in the far post in the goal, and then Kepa just lost his head, just ran out of his goal. And I think I was mixing this up with Leno earlier, but Kepa just ran out of his goal and tackled Son. It was the most obvious penalty ever. I don't know why the man did that, but maybe it will come out later that Kepa did have some money on the game or something. But it was a crazy decision by the keeper. Arsenal deserve Donkey of the Decade Award. Always front running with no championship trophy of significance to show. But I may tell you, as a Gunners fan, we deserve it for real. We deserve it. We don't always front running, but yeah, the last season, definitely. Chelsea back-to-back clean sheets. I would be impressed, but they played Southampton and Leicester, so I don't know. Yeah, look, that's true, Chile, but at the end of the day, Chelsea has been a team this season where no matter who I play them, they might give up goal. So the fact that they're not doing it, you have to, it might mean something. But agreed. I would normally say we'll see when they play Arsenal, but Arsenal attack right now is not really, if you keep a clean sheet against us, I don't know if that says that much. But this game right here, people, both teams had a chance to do things in this game. Tottenham had their spells, Bournemouth had their spells. It was a decent game of football. Vicario has been really good since back from injury, and that continued. And I think Kepa really just sold the game. Like, Bournemouth was going to win that game 2-1. But it didn't work out that way. What did I predict in this game? Yeah, bro. I had 2-1 Bournemouth, which is what it should have ended. But Kepa Arrizabalaga want to ruin my week and give up that penalty. and Son got fouled and converted it. Now, when I looked at the starting lineup, I'm like, bro, what is he doing? But then I remembered that, what they still have a chance to do something in and win a trophy in is the Europa League. And that's coming up there. They have a 1-0 deficit from the first leg. So I don't think he was trying to kill off his players. So he started Johnson, took him off at halftime, took off Bissouma at halftime, started Romero, who is just now back, but took him off to bring on Van de Ven to get some minutes. So I wouldn't be surprised if him go back in this Thursday game with Van de Ven and Romero. James Madison didn't start either, came on in the second half. So yeah, you could tell he was trying to rotate. The only one I was surprised by was Solanke just come back from injury and play 90 minutes and probably going to start during the week as well. So yeah, it's and Matistel didn't play at all. So maybe I don't know. It's weird. Postecoglou is a madman, yeah, man. But they got they got a point out of this somehow. Vicario kept them in the game. I thought um, Bournemouth should have scored more goals, to be honest. Thought they had the clearer chances, but it wasn't meant to be for Bournemouth. Yes, it 2.2. I didn't look at this before, but I watched the game and I could tell you Bournemouth should have had the high expected goals. They created more big chances, as I just said. Um, but they just weren't clinical enough. And on certain occasions, Vicario just did his thing, made a big save, and that's how that one ended up. So, good game though, good game of football. I thought it was entertaining. If you watch this game, you shouldn't have been disappointed. I was watching this one more than the Chelsea one, just because I just didn't feel like Leicester was going to put up enough of a fight, even though in the end they kept it respectable. It was just 1-0 and they stayed in the game for most of it. Yeah, this game I thought just, was a bit more even in terms of the teams, and it just seemed to be more exciting to me. So glad I made that decision. It ended 2-2. It was very exciting, entertaining game. But in the end, Kepa threw away the 3 points. Like, that decision to come off his line the way he did and go to ground the way he did to try to win that ball was just, from the beginning, it was doomed. He just didn't have the angle. I would love to walk him through or talk with him in his decision for that, because I know it's a split second decision, but he had so many opportunities to realize and just stop, retreat back to the goal, and let the defenders take care of everything, because he ran way out of his goal to make that challenge. Kepa doing his best Paqueta impression, but I tell you. I knew Tottenham would struggle. AZ closed them down and they couldn't cope. Bournemouth always run man down like police, so I knew they were in trouble. Bournemouth robbed themselves with poor finishing. Facts. They had the chances, man. Vicario either made some wicked save or they just were poor. If they lose to AZ, he will get fired. I actually agree, because I feel like he'll step down. Like, he just seems like so defeated right now. Like, I don't know. When you see him, it looks like the weight of the world is on him. Yeah, man, it was a good game. It's the history of the Spurs, for real. It's who we are, mate. Spurs very lucky. True. Today is to do. Arteta causes the title for 3 seasons now. Jeez. Skull ready for mash up him screen. Just like Racing United and Arnett. Bro, all I could hear about that game is how poor the finishing was. I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch. I watched some of the game earlier, the Chapelton game. But I didn't watch this one. Shanil Thomas scored a decent goal. And then he have to come off because I'm injured. Man need to leave Man Club and F off. Jano, so Red Skull has had enough. Arteta is a big bug coach. He's not good enough. He's not a bad coach, but he's not a top coach. He can win cup competitions, but he will never win a league title playing the way he does. Chile said, no, man, remember Arteta is the chosen one. Yeah, chosen by the crankies. A cranky fault, Even though him say it's cranky. and not Cronky, or however you pronounce it. So yeah, Spurs, Bournemouth, Kepa give away the damn game. All right, next game, people. Next game. You know which game it is. The one that we've been waiting for. Man United versus Arsenal. This one finished 1-0. So first goal was scored by Bruno Fernandes. It was a free kick. Of course, the big talking point after the game, big conspiracy. Bruno pulled back the ball from the actual spot and gained 11 point whatever yards from the wall. All this foolishness. Brother, when the foul happened, I'm going to tell you how it happened. Trossard, I want somebody that do them TikTok video there or them real something there for make a video of every time this season Trossard either try make a back pass and it go bad. Anytime him a face in goal and him do anything if him in the defensive third, the man always a do some madness. Is him cause this whole goal score, you know? Because the man up on the flank and him try and make some kind of touch out of the air and it never work out. And you see from that, him on the wrong side of the man and I try chase till him foul him. And as soon as him foul him, he said, John no start. Bruno. Them something, when the game are nil all still and we are play good in the first half, you know. But we now score. And I said, bro, this is literally the attack. Look on this. This is the attack momentum for the game. See? Look on the first half. You barely see any green. Right there, so. Bay blue. And right before them score, we are attack them, we are kill them in the whole part. Can't score. Second half, we are kill them. Them are kill we for a minute or a few. We are kill them again. The end of the game, I rather save from now get 2-1. But the free kick thing, Trossard, I want to cuss you really a lot, but you actually play decent other than this one thing when you do. When you pick up the yellow card where you get. And you cause it to even happen. Because I don't know if you did try flick the ball or something, but it was a bad touch, it goes central and you try chase from that point. So go down 1-0, Bruno stitch the free kick. Second half now. We're not on a bench, really. We have Martinelli on the bench, who clearly not 100. Because if he's 100, he would have started. So, second half start, them have to bring on our academy ball of heaven. Because Euro, from early on in the game, he move like him injured. Him come off. 1 year he was having probably his worst game, I think, since him start play every game. This was the worst I see him play. Couldn't beat nobody. For him, touch not good enough. Everything. So Martinelli coming on for him was not a surprise. Calafiori came off, Skelly came on. I don't know if that particular change was super necessary to bring on Skelly there, but anyway, come on. Rice score a good goal, very good goal. Timber set it up and finish it lovely off the post, far post. Boom. Partey came off, Tierney came on. So he might move around the pieces of the puzzle, but none of it not really making sense. On the bench, him never bring on Sterling, none at all. I have not been the biggest Sterling proponent, but boy, brother, why not? You end the game. All right, look who come on, you know. Skelly come on for Calafiori. So like for like, basically. Even though Skelly start invert and just basically play midfield. Martinelli came on for 1 year, like for like in the system. He went wide right, 1 year was wide right. Then when he bring on Tierney now, basically Tierney went and played on the left. Skelly was in midfield basically. Then one at a time, then see Marino drop back in the midfield. Martinelli and Trossard start play striker. He was just trying all kind of different things, just throwing paint on the wall and see if it look decent. It's just not good enough, man. It's not good enough. And you can look at the bench and we need a goal. And all that's there is Sterling. Nobody else. Yes, we're missing these 3 players. But Look at Man United list. Look at all the people Man United about. I mean, our players, yeah, by name, you know them more. But brother, we make a left back so already, you know. Them two brother play left back, you know. Him play centre back, can. Him play right back and centre back. So three defender. Him can kind of play midfield. Him is a CDM and Sterling. And the man bring on a left back, and Martinelli. Yo, bro, I'm telling you, are you right? I need to take the work of Arsenal because I don't know how this team could have built so. If he don't win the CL, he should go, but he won't. Chosen by who to do what? The owners need to leave. The only thing they want is top four, nothing else. From time they must say that 11.2 yards, see why him score? Just had a madman. Him did cause Saliba to get red card versus Bournemouth, I think. Yes! Yes, bro. It was him playing that madness back pass. Bro, there's a compilation going to be made about the madness we him do this season. I'm telling you. Guys, it's at least about 4 or 5 times. And then like about 5 other times where it never really make a red card happen or a goal happen or nothing. But it was a madness. That and the goalkeeper being too far to the right. He was right to stand more to that side, but he was too far. Yeah, he overdid it, I would say. I agree there. I think he kind of, because the last time Bruno scored a free kick, is the cheat to the side of the wall make him score, because he went to the same side as the keeper. So I wonder if Raya's strategy was just to make it like the same, like just make it force him to go that way. But if you're going to do that, you have to cheat before the ball kick a little more, you know. But I think because he had the extra yard as well, the technique was he felt he could use his instep and like dip it over the wall. Whereas if he felt like he was too close, he would have went for more of like a like a bender, and that don't have the power, so he can maybe recover. So yeah, it's a lot of different stuff. Bless up. Not sure if my comment. No, the first me I see your comment, DJ Gigs. Bless up yourself, bro. Mother bless you up long time. As usual, here is where Arsenal always find a way to muck it up. Facts. Can't go around that. Actually, yeah, he did, but Gabriel was too wide and too far forward too, like he often is. That gave Saliba no chance when Trossard made the mistake. But without the mistake, when I talk about it, Trossard a madman, and him kill with momentum. Arteta a fool, take off Marino and play MLS in 8. Arteta subs were the subs of a man ready for the boneyard. Bro, it never make no sense. Me I try to figure out what I do. Because him bring on Skelly and then him bring on Tierney. And I'm like, what the hell? Bring on the left back already. Cha. Yeah, that was a good. I love that. You see the man walk out, no help, him just a walk. Yeah, man, that's wonderful, man. Bro, so Arteta need to leave the man club and go for real. How can you not bring on Sterling and bring on defenders instead, though? I don't care how average Sterling has been. You need goals. Arteta is a certified madman. I agree. Like, bro, in that situation, if you not bring on Sterling, like, when would you bring him on? Like, ever. So now, tell me there's going to be a time, hopefully, probably before the season done, when the man need a goal and whatever, and he's going to look on Sterling, and Sterling probably tell him about him more. I believe it's time to upgrade from Arteta. He's maxed out. Some coach can only take a team so far. Who is available to take the Gunners over the hill? Well, at this point, if you want a coach bigger than him, it's not about availability. You forgot spend our money. Forget the coach too. But I mean, when you're talking about successful coaches, Zidane, but Zidane turned down so many people. I don't know what Zidane want to coach. Maybe him just say, boy, maybe I don't coach because can it get any better than what I did with Madrid? I don't know. I feel like only France national team, maybe. So he can coach at the World Cup. Yeah, man. Can't chat to the Man U fans, cause we no good. And I can't beat we. Yeah, cause you have Ismail Kabia. You have some other youths as well that been on the Champions League bench. Like, man, try them, bro. Remember, I said Man U seems to not make it easy for the top five teams when they play against them. Yeah, they play better against the top teams. It's true. Goalkeeper has to stand more to the opposite side to the wall slightly. I get the Messi versus Jamaica situation, but he went too far over here. Him over exaggerated. That is true. Arteta is worst coach when it comes to risk. Man, just coward, bro. Yeah, he's coward for sure. Or him even get the job. Interview well. Have a clear vision for what you want to do. Yeah, this is the part that was mad. Like, I don't know why they felt the need to like pay him so much. Like, that's crazy. But I'm not more, more while I feel like them man agent just put things in their paper, 'Cause I remember them one time I talked about Barcelona looking at him to be the next manager, and around that same time, people start fret and say, yo, I'm gonna Barca. And I guess them just, the rumor mill work for him. Man get a big contract. I agree, but the CL has to run first and then he should go. He has not done a bad job, but true. I think he has taken us as far as he can. Yeah, it's beginning to look like him have a level. Red Skull, true, Call among other things. Man has two community. Yo, Chile. I swear, I would always defend Arteta, like every year, up to even last year when people are burning him out. But brother, I swear, when the man going to that press conference, said, you guys that watch the show, no. I was so upset that day. I was like, bro, I can't believe this man just said that. Oh, actually, I have 3 trophies. Community Shield. I'm like, what? Yo, you really said that? Can't rate that. What do you mean we can't chat to bottom feeders when you're fans? Regardless of the situation, we always be in the top 5. Yeah, that is true, but um yeah, that is true. That is true. That is a fact. But at the end of the day, like I don't at the stage I'm at now, like I've seen enough years where we don't win the league that I mean, yes, it's great. We're in the top 5, top 4, whatever. But I don't even care. Like I want to win a trophy, like a big trophy, not necessarily the FA Cup or the League Cup. I want to win the Champions League and I want to win the Premier League. Them 2 trophies they alone praying. That's it. That is it, man. We can still chat to them, yes, cause them not good. Them draw with we and still they can't see them on the first page. Bro, the maturity shield is a joke thing, man. Nobody no business with that. Only person business with it are Arteta. That's it. All right, let's pre the stats real quick. 68% to Arsenal, 32 to be expected. Expected goals, though, very close. Both teams 1.62, 1.52. Both teams had 2 big chances. Arsenal had more shots, but we're going to check the shots on target and see what going. Onana 5 saves, Raya 5 saves. So both keepers earned the money. Shots on target, tied, 6-6. There you go. Big chances missed. Both teams missed 2. Arsenal had double the touches in the penalty area, but never did nothing more with it. We had basically double the final third entries as well. But it just goes to show the lack of cutting edge, not doing anything to really force a goal or force a clear goal scoring opportunity, not doing it with a high enough frequency for sure. So, yeah, man, it's like, you have a player on the bench in Sterling that is an attacking player. Yes, we know the form ain't been the best, but that a reason for the form not being the best is you don't give him a chance. You don't ever give him a chance. And now that everybody is injured, nobody's around, having Sterling, if this was the start of the season and you told me all these players are injured, but we have Raheem Sterling now, I would be like, okay, good. At least we have some cover till they forward. But no, this version of Sterling that don't get no confidence from the coach, don't have no confidence himself, we can't even use him in this emergency situation that we're in. So that you have to blame the coach for that because you're the one that loaned for him. So you must have seen something or some reason why you would have done that. And you have literally played him, well, not played him, and that has made him not in form, not in confidence, not doing anything to help. So you have to take responsibility for that as well as the coach. Yeah, I don't see it happening either. I wouldn't put money on it. Every year Arsenal must win at least one or two trophies. Forwarding. I mean, we have a decent enough core of the team. We just need to shore up some areas for sure. I think the attack need a reboot. But yeah, Man U Arsenal ended 1-1. David Raya, thank you very much because if we did ever lose a game, if we did ever lose a game, they start, Jaja, we wouldn't hear the end of it. Because for a team in 15th place, 14th, whatever they mean, them fans still full of chatting, man. Let anything good happen. The man them score a goal. You're gonna hear about it. Trust me. But yeah, it's just a sign of the times. United at Old Trafford and them draw 1-1 with Arsenal and man them happy. And them happy, brother. Just for that day, the man them glad. And then wake up the next day and realize, yo, I shouldn't even be happy. The coach's style of play didn't help Sterling. Or don't help Sterling. We play forward too slowly. Another coach could get a 2 out of Sterling. Yeah, maybe maybe that's a good point, Maybe that's why Martinelli's form is never sustained with Arsenal. I think he as well would benefit from getting the ball earlier. Arteta's reason for getting Sterling on loan, he once played for Pep. Them lose Thursday, don't worry. Oh, they said I'm gonna lose in the Champions League. I mean, in the Europa League Thursday. Yeah, so said that at Old Trafford. I mean, I trust them for beat them. It's like West Ham beat Arsenal and lose the rest of the games, bro. All West Ham. I say West Ham I got draw, bro. And the only reason why I say that, is because them beat we, I put too much faith in them. And to be honest, them should have draw because Mrs. Suchek missed a goal in the beginning part of the game, bro. I don't know how the man missed that. It's like him leg them too long. It's like one of the time them where the height kind of mess him up. If him never so tall, he probably could have get him foot over the ball, but yeah, it never worked out for him. But in the end, Bruno Guimaraes scored 1-0 to Newcastle. Isak was human today. Never get on the score sheet. Miss a chance as well. But this was a tough spot, I think, for Newcastle to be in because surely they would have had one eye on Sunday, the League Cup final against Liverpool. And sadly for them, Anthony Gordon also lost his head in the FA Cup. And he's suspended from this game and the League Cup final as well because in England, no matter what competition it is, that suspension carries over to all of them. So sad to say they'll be without Anthony Gordon. That's a big, big, big miss for them. I think that's a part of the reason why Barnes and Isak came off because I'm sure you would want to be able to start with them again on the weekend. Gordon will still be out. So tough. But yeah, big news from this as well for Jamaica fans. Before the game, Mikel Antonio walked out to get some applause from the fans. They showed him his respect. He showed him theirs. And you could see in his eyes a little bit, glossing over. You could tell it was a bit emotional for him. So I'm sure he just feels very, very happy to be able to walk out again, hear that crowd, and that will only just be a bigger motivator for him to put in the work, which I'm sure he's already putting in to get back onto the pitch as quickly as he can. So big up to Reggae Boy, Mikel Antonio. Very happy to see you walk out on the pitch today. I'm sure that moment was a big one for you. Yeah, man. But this one ended 1-0, as I said before, to Newcastle. Bruno Guimaraes got the player of the match and the goal of the match, the only one. In this game, it was a pretty even statistics, possession-wise, sorry. 1.40 to Newcastle to 0.72 for West Ham. They created 2 more big chances. I know Isak missed one of those big chances. Shots on target, 3-2, so not that much goal mouth action or almost goals going on in this one. I think West Ham under this manager Potter has been better. I think the team works harder as a team. I think they create more chances under him. Just overall playing better under him, to be honest. But I think this was always going to be a tricky game for Newcastle, just because it's such a big fixture coming up for them in their next game. So players would want to make sure that they're staying healthy, staying fit. Of course, they have a lot to play for in the Premier League as well, but surely some of them would have been thinking about Sunday with that big final to play against Liverpool at Wembley. So yeah, Newcastle was able to get the job done, even though I'm sure some of their minds would have been casted a bit further along to Sunday. But they did and were able to get the job done, which was great for them. So that is pretty much it for all the games, bro, for the week, bros and ladies and everybody in the building. So what next, people? What next? All right, before I show you guys the standings for the week and reveal who was the best picker and who was the worst pickers, let me first go to the Premier League table, because I want to just see what all of this meant for the table this week. So starting in the relegation zone, Southampton, Leicester, and Ipswich. It's going to look like, deja vu, or I'm not changing things, but this is the 3rd week running that all 3 relegation threatened teams lost, right? The last point from these 3 teams would have come from Ipswich and Aston Villa, which was on the 15th of February, and the last win would have been by the cellar dwellers, Southampton, who beat Ipswich 5 weeks ago. So in 17th, Wolverhampton Wanderers, decent form in the last 5, couple of wins and a draw. And they have Southampton up next, so they'll be looking to hopefully extend their lead above the relegation zone. Then, or their gap over the relegation zone. Then West Ham in 16th after their loss. They're at 33 points, so they're good and safe. I don't think either of those teams in the relegation now will be able to pass even 30 points. Everton in 15th and 33 after 3 draws in a row, but they are still unbeaten in 5. So Mo is still righting the ship well for Everton. They should be safe as well. Manchester United, sad to say, safe as well, but they are on 34 points in 14th position. West Ham could have pushed them down some more, but they weren't able to today against Newcastle. So Man U in 14th. Tottenham tied on points with Manchester United in 13th. But Tottenham has a plus 14 to Man United's minus 6. Only 34 goals scored this season for Man U. Damn. Brentford, 38 points in 12th position after their loss. Crystal Palace, 3 wins on the bounce now. They're all the way up to 11th. Makes sense. I had them, right around 10th or 9th or right at the top 10. So they're kind of getting back to where I thought they would be. Fulham in 10th position right now. They have lost 2 of their last 3. So not the best after, getting really up there close to the top 5, top 6 a few weeks ago. Bournemouth in 9th now. They have had a bit of a lean run as well after some good form before this. 2 losses and a draw in their last 3. They're on 44 points in 9th. Aston Villa moved up from last week. They have played 1 extra game than pretty much everyone besides Liverpool, though, and they're on 45 points from 29 played. In seventh now, Brighton, after 4 wins on the trot, they are in seventh, getting really, really close, even to that third territory. Dare I say second? But Brighton on 46 points, 4 wins on the bounce. They're looking good. Newcastle United, after their win, move back into the top six. I think next year that could very well be a Europa League spot, because I think, based on how it's going, I think England might get the 5 slots next year, but that's not set in stone yet. So we'll keep tracking that. But Newcastle, 47 points in sixth. Manchester City, with their loss, dropped down to fifth. They were jumped over this week by Chelsea. They are on 47 points. Chelsea in fourth now on 49 points. Of course, they'll face Arsenal this weekend at the Emirates. Not this weekend, but next. When is that? Next Sunday. Sunday coming up. And then we have Nottingham Forest in third now, or third still, sorry. They are on 51 points after their big win over Manchester City. And then Arsenal with 55 points, a 4-point gap from Nottingham Forest. And we face Chelsea, as I said, at the Emirates on Sunday. Liverpool still in first, of course. They will host Everton in a Merseyside derby on Wednesday, April the 2nd. Of course, they'll be out of action for a good while in the Premier League. They have Champions League this week, big matchup against PSG. Then they have the League Cup final. Then I believe the week after that is international break. And then, so they have crazily no more fixtures in the month of March in the Premier League. In the month of March in the Premier League. So Liverpool 15 points clear now, 14 better goal difference than Arsenal. Big gap in the goals scored now, 17 more goals scored by Liverpool. So they have really been head and shoulders above all competition this year. Only one loss. The draw's getting up there a bit now with 7, but one loss after 29 games played. That's some serious form there. And of course, Mo Salah keeps on doing his thing. 27 goals and 17 assists now. It is getting video game like at this point. Ridiculous. Haaland gone 20, Isak 19, Chris Wood 18. So those are the top goal getters. But no one's catching Salah in the goal or assist department. So this guy is just on fire, people. It's crazy. All right, let's go now to the moment some of you might have been waiting for, some of you might have been dreading, but I'm going to show you guys how it goes for the standings for this week. All right, so this is game week 28, the standings, and they go a little something like this. Biggs G, big up yourself, Biggs G in the building. Might not be here live, but I'm sure you'll watch the replay. Biggs G, champion for the week. Float management, you run the race close, my brother, but the tiebreaker here is getting the exact score correct. And Biggs G not only had 7 games out of 10 right, but he also had 3 correct scores in 1 week. He went Brighton 2-1 over Fulham. He went Spurs Bournemouth 2-2, and he went United Arsenal 1-1. So Biggs G, big up yourself, float management. Good work as well. He also had a 2-1 Brighton over Fulham. And you see the rest of the list. CK in third, big up yourself, CK, one of the founding members. Them Jason Gooner TV, myself, 5 and 5 with 1 correct. Myself, Mass Sports, and RR with that. Hot Chili and Pristine and Duke, you came close to being the donkey of the week, but you didn't quite get there. But people, we do have someone who did. And without further ado, people, the biggest hee-haw has to go to none other than Mapari, Red Skull, the gunner himself. Sorry, Red Skull, I don't think you have been this in a lot of weeks. You've been doing some great picking, but this week was not your week, my boss. So go on, graze, eat the grass. We'll be back this weekend so you can not be the donkey anymore, because I don't think this will be something that will happen too frequently. You're usually on point with the picks, but this week, Red Skull, sorry, my G, you were the donkey of the week. So yes, people, that is it. Donkey of the week, champions, big up on yourself. Anybody who follow Premier League wants to take part. Every preview show, we go through all the games, drop the scores, we keep track of them, reveal how it go. So that was it for this week, people. Big up to the champion, Biggs G, foundation, subscriber, and supporter winning this week, and also another foundation, Red Skull. Thanks for playing, but play better next time, my boss. All right, you move like Arteta this week when you pick them. All right, let's see. I think I've missed some comments. United building a 100k seat capacity stadium. They're trying to outdo Madrid and Arsenal in ticket sales. Well, them don't need no more seats for outdoing a ticket sales. Them stadium bigger than our own already. Red Skull are dead with laugh. Phoenix won the big game of the weekend. Lions look like a prison guard team, but still, big win for Phoenix. Bro, man, I tell you, Veer need that win there badly. Yeah, they needed it. If you lose to Lions, so not a good look. Bro, Liverpool never play against a team with their full squad except PSG, which PSG dominated. Where I said them just get lucky. Well, hey, you make your own luck, so yeah, that game though, Alisson. I just put it on to Alisson, bro. It wasn't even like PSG was so wasteful. I mean, yeah, they had the midfielder had that chance where him kicking to the ground, him should have finished, but a lot of those things was just Alisson doing some madness too. Today in a press conference, man said Arsenal never play same team, but wait after the international break, we will see. Liverpool ain't even that good. 15 points behind them is a disgrace. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. They're not that good, but they're getting results though. Like, they're just getting results, man. Like so many games early in the year, like they never play better than the other team, but them score, them chance them, and you can't. I mean, them do enough to win. Like, trust me, if Arsenal did have all the players, Liverpool would be worried. Wolves are not safe yet, but can't see the teams behind them. Yeah, it's not even like Wolves making themselves safe. It's just them three teams that not gonna do nothing. Ipswich look like the only one that maybe could have get some point here or there, but let's start joke out this thing too. The thing is, Arteta caused this because how Havertz tore his hamstring so unexplained. Yeah, no, him tear him hamstring because, brother, when you ever say Havertz don't play for Arsenal since him get bought, when it wasn't working in midfield, him keep playing him. When him move him to striker, him start out great, him stop score, him still a start. No matter what, Havertz a start and him play every game, midweek, weekend, fly go to Europe, go play for Germany, forward back, play every game. Like at some point, your body will give way, I don't know what happened, but I know the man chose to sign a left back in the summer. We already had 6 or 7 men that can play there. We needed forward players. Facts. Arteta plan was to sign Sesko and Nico Williams with no alternative. That a Arsenal problem from me no Arsenal. It's like the man them don't know one name pivot. The man them would have beat the CM door till the last day of the window just for not get nobody. Yo, them sampling, man. How can he be coach? Man don't have no vision for player talents. I said, the more I more skull think about it, Arteta calls it. Respect, I am sure sports. Big up. Yeah, man. Thanks for dropping a comment for the algorithm and dropping a like on the videos. Bless up. I am sure sports you need to know about. When you say sports, I mean, the sports. Get it over here. Yeah, that brother, they make a catchy tune. Yeah, man. Gunners let we down, brother. Because we're not winning a title, but I love for just tell the United fans them, you're not good. You can't even say that this week. Even Gunners want me still say it, but It's not the same way, win the damn game. All right. Since we're there, I'm gonna get this on the screen for you. I wanna say UCL Champions League. We'll talk about some Champions League now. EPL done. UEFA. Don't can't type power one. UEFA Champions League matches. Dun 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 dun. You see it. 7-1. I don't know how that even happened. Alright, so tomorrow, 4 fixtures. And for the 2 early and 3 too late, but them do it that way. Well, I'm not bias people. Barcelona Benfica, I'm glad that one here early because I never get to watch that game because I there watch the Liverpool game last week. I can't click on this. I'll fix this. Oh, it's already there, tripping. So let me see what them think. So this them think, I agree, Chesney, Kunde, Araujo, Inigo, Balde, Pedri, Frankie, Yamal, Olmo, Rafinha, and Lewandowski. Why if them start that side there? Problems. Benfica. So you guys give Benfica any chance, people? I just feel like right now Barcelona, too much offense. Can't stop them. Barca go win that game, people. They win 1-0 down to 10. I think Barca win that game about 3-1, maybe even 4-1. Too much Barca. Now Bayern, I wasn't expecting them to be so dominant in the first leg. Leverkusen got that yellow card in the second half, but they were already down 2-0. That red card, sorry. They were already down 2-0 at the time, so wouldn't say that was like the cause or anything, but Leverkusen hasn't been the same team this season. Not as much consistency for sure. Even had a difficult result on the weekend in the Bundesliga. So I just think for whatever reason they're just not clicking right now. So I'd give Bayern the edge. Even though I think Bayern upset at the weekend. I think Bayern was upset at the weekend as well, but a severely changed team for Bayern in that game. I think it was, they have a pretty big gap in the Bundesliga. So company quite rightly, bringing in the changes in the Bundesliga right now, focusing on the Champions League task. But I think they did enough work in that first leg to get through. I think they might not win the game, but being up 3-0 already, I would put them to get through this encounter. And I'm gonna say this match probably draw, so like a 1-1 or a 2-1. Inter and Feyenoord, that's another game tomorrow. Probably won't be watching this one because, like I said, the Liverpool PSG one is just too intriguing to me. But I have more than one device, so maybe I'll choose one of these other games to watch. But yeah, Inter, this is the lineup that they think will forward. With Inter, you never know. They have so many strikers, so it could be Lautaro and Thuram, it could be Taremi and Lautaro, Arnautovic and Thuram. I mean, he's played a lot of different combinations. One of the few teams in the world right now that still play 2 straight strikers in their game, in their setup. But Inter will be taking on Feyenoord, and they only got a 2-0 result in Holland. And the game was a decent game. I thought that the first leg Feyenoord, did enough to get something out of it, but Inter just had the better, more clinical players up front. I think that was the difference, and I don't think that would have changed in a week. So I'm going to say Inter does get through with going in with this 2-0 lead, and they probably win this game as well. I'd say maybe 1-0 or 2-0 again. Liverpool and PSG. So this is the one that I think a lot of people had a lot to say after the first leg. Um, for me, it's still just amazing and shocking that they weren't able to score in this game at all. Um, let's see what they think is going to be the lineup. I agree with. So Simicas started the weekend, I think. So Robertson could be fully ready. Trent doesn't have that luxury at right back to be rotating, but I think he'll start again. Konate, Van Dijk pick themselves if they're fit. Garenberg, McAllister, Soboslai, Diaz, Salah, Jota. So that's the interesting part. There's no Gakpo still. I think he did he come on in the last game? I know he was named on the bench, but I'm not sure if he came on. But Diaz has been playing better off the left. For a time he was playing through the middle, but I think that kind of killed his confidence a bit. And he's looking like he's rounding back into some form playing on the left. So Jota or Nunes would probably be the question. I probably tend to agree with this graphic. I think Slot will probably go with Jota instead from the start, but let's see. I mean, Nunes scored at the weekend. You know, he's kind of a streaky player, so maybe the fact that he scored, you give him another start. Who knows? I think with PSG, that front three problems, just straight problems. And they basically interchange. Dembele might be on the right, Kvaratskhelia on the left, Barcola, popping up everywhere, left, right. A lot of interchange. But I think for them, the key is also that middle three as well. Ruiz, Vitinha, Neves, they really know how to control the game. They control the game really well in the first game. I don't think that McAllister, Gravenberch, and Soboslai was really a match for them in that midfield. And if that can continue in this game, they have a chance. But at Anfield, the main thing is just going to be, when that wave does happen to happen, you have to just Donnarumma's going to have to make a few big saves in the game. And the defenders have to stay locked in because, the energy levels they bring at Anfield are always a little bit more. So you have to just be ready for that part of it. But I don't know, man. This one is so tough to call because it just seems as if PSG, if they're on it, Liverpool can't really stop them. And the only thing that stopped them the last game was their own selves or Alisson, the goalkeeper. So, but then again, can they do what they did in Paris at Anfield? That is the main question. And just because it's at Anfield, I just feel like they're gonna find a way to get through the tie. I wouldn't be surprised if the game draw though, and Liverpool doesn't actually win. So I'm gonna say like a 2-2 or 1-1. But yeah, a scoring draw. I don't see it being a nil-all. So a scoring draw, and that would put Liverpool through based on them being up 1-0. Then I probably won't do a show tomorrow night. So let me just go ahead and talk about the Wednesday games as well. Lille and Dortmund. That's the first fixture. Early fixture, early kickoff. This one is poised right at 1-1. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with the experience of the Champions League over the home team. Pulling for Jonathan David to get through, but I just feel like Dortmund is going to take that one. So Dortmund might even go all the way to penalties, but will be close. And I'm just going to slightly give the edge to Dortmund, just experience. Arsenal, hopefully they play like the U18s and just don't even bother worry about this game because I don't even think the U18s will pick up 6-0 from PSG. But he won't. He'll play Ryan in goal and everybody, Saliba, Gabriel, and everybody. So, yeah, they'll be out there Thursday killing out themselves before the Chelsea game. Wednesday, sorry. Prediction for this game, maybe 0-0. Yeah. Aston Villa, Club Brugge. Villa go home with the 3-1 lead. I think it was 3-1, right? Yeah, 3-1 lead. Bailey getting the goal in this one, the first goal. I think Aston Villa will beat Club Brugge at home as well. I think Villa Park will be rocking. I'm going to say 2-1 to Aston Villa. Then you have Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid. This is the game that I will be watching, people, on my big screen. I have Arsenal on the smallest screen I have, and I'll probably have something else on a medium-sized screen. But the Villa game, but Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, must see TV. These teams always have a battle when they face each other in whatever league, Champions League, Europa League. Well, I don't even know if they've ever played Europa League, but Champions League, La Liga, um, Copa del Rey, every cup with them play, Super Copa, always beef with them two sides, and the game always close. And I don't expect this to be any different, to be honest. I think that Atletico Madrid this season, I think finally coming into their own in terms of like just gelling, Alvarez gelling with the rest of his team. Um, the combinations getting a bit sharper and everything. I think their league form would show that too. They're right there neck and neck with Barcelona and Real Madrid in the league as well. Even though they just had a big defeat, which I would have to think, with this game coming up in the midweek, they definitely were caught up in emotions going towards the Champions League and not the game they have to play that day. So I think everything was down to being fully ready for this game at the Metropolitano. And I think this one is going to be a classic game. I think, obviously the aggregate score is 2-1 to Madrid currently. But I just feel like, to Real Madrid, that is, I just feel like Atletico Madrid have what it takes to turn this one around. It's going to come down to, how much can they limit Mbappe, Vini, Bellingham, who missed the first leg, Rodrigo. Can they limit those guys from creating any clear cut chances? Now, that would probably be nearly impossible. So I feel like Oblak is going to have a big performance if they're going to get through the tie. Because Atletico Madrid at home typically tend to play a little bit better too. So I feel like all those factors make it going to be really exciting. I wouldn't be surprised if Atletico Madrid don't win the game by an odd goal and we're playing extra time in this game. That's just the nature of these Madrid games. And to me, it's one of those where I honestly feel like it's too close to call. Like, I'm not even sure, who's going to win the game, I swear. But if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with the pedigree as well. Even though the game is at the Metropolitano, I'm going to say Real Madrid to squeak through in a crazy one. Wow, Girassi leading the Champions League with 10. Rafinha and Kane with 9. Leva with 9. Haaland with 8. Vini Jr., Alvarez, Mbappe. Wow. So yeah, those are my predictions for the Champions League. Should be a good run of games there. PSG I win tomorrow for sure. I hope you're right, Skull. I hope you're not a donkey for the Champions League week too. Trick game for Barca, but they will get through. Yeah, I think so too. Bayern win, Verts missing, easy game through. Verts out is problems. 3-1 PSG says Skull, all right. Gakpo back. Gittins or Nico Williams, which left winger? Nico. Bino Gittins bad still, but I prefer Nico. One down, big up. Like up the live stream. Big up Sherman, big up. What you have to say? Veer win a one game, You still want to run Butler out of Clarendon? What if Veer stay up? You give him a next chance or no? Because I'm not support Clarendon baller. Man say no. They say that done. Them days are done. But people, they don't know, To get to them hours there, people. So man's have a full day tomorrow. So we don't want to stay up on the internet all night or bleach. Big up on yourself, people. We go through all the game them. We go through all the game them. Talk about the incidents, talk about the team them, talk about Arteta Road being over. Talked about a lot of things tonight. Left some time in the end of the show to talk about the Champions League as well. As I say, I won't be able to. Well, not I won't be able to, but I won't be doing a show tomorrow night. So you probably won't see me again on the channel until Wednesday. You can look out for some content. Really focusing on form of the players in the national team. We're going to try to, come up with a pool of players that we think should definitely be in consideration. That squad should be coming out anytime soon based on the dates. I would say, 6 to 7 days before. So, yeah, 14th, 15th, somewhere around there, maybe you should be hearing something. So, we're going to try to make some content before that is officially released because we want to see if we are on the right track once the team comes out, or we are just, watching football for nothing. I don't know. But yeah, we like to do that because it kind of shows us, what the coaches would be looking for, because we kind of try to keep up with all the players, what they're doing, what they're up to. I'll never forget in the press conference, I asked the coach about a player, and the coach said, well, a friend of mine said that he had been on form, so I'll make sure I'll watch him now. I was just thinking to myself, yo, I can't, even if that's how the story go, you don't think saying that to me on a press conference is like going to sound crazy? I couldn't believe that's how he answered the question, but hey, I guess, he's an honest guy, so he just told me the truth. But sometimes they say the truth hurts. That hurt me to know that I know more about the player than you. It sounds like I shouldn't. That shouldn't be the case. I cannot coach it. I don't coach a team. I don't do anything for the team. I just love the team and I love football. So I put those together and I watch football to see if I can find players for the team. Simple. But yeah, that was shocking to me. But that's the reason why we do it, people. We want to know, we want to be aware, we want to raise awareness so that when things happen that are a bit, not seeming right, we have evidence and some kind of backing to say, okay, this is not right because X, this is this person doing this, that person doing this, how is this person there? Yeah, I think these are things that, it will raise accountability, raise awareness, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a more educated fan base or a more educated set of people that really follow the football because you want to be able to hold these people accountable. And if you're coming from a place of factual evidence and a statistical standpoint or an analytical standpoint, and it's not just, yo, we love the ball of them, me don't like the ball of them, then maybe it will be more accepted, right? And furthermore, it seems like at times in a lot of the Jamaican teams and whatnot, it is highly influential on people just asking people. So if more of us are more knowledgeable and answering in the correct way, then maybe we'll get it right. So more than not getting it right. So that's why I personally do it, people. A lot of people do it for different reasons, but that's why I do it. But anyway, I digress. This was not a show about that. I just wanted to tell you, coming up, we're going to do a better, closer look at some of the players in terms of what they've been up to. See if there's any that we're missing that we haven't been talking about. So that's going to be the premise of the show. Trying to find those gems that are out there that maybe everybody ain't thinking about, right? And of course, we need to try to pick a squad. So we're going to have core players who we've been picking too. So that should be a nice exercise to do coming up here before the official squad drops. I will get, by that day, I should have a date for you guys when it will drop if you haven't heard it already on social media channels and everything. So, until next time, people, I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. And until I see you in a few days, stay blessed.